sorry. Little crackhead.
Evening, folks.
Oh, I love it.
Little crackhead.
Go on, Martin, you're
Hey,
hosting.
peeps. Welcome to VT UK. We are very honored tonight to, well, of course, be in the presence of us, but also our esteemed
I'm
guests,
always here.
Nevins and Steampucks, who have agreed to join us. I don't think they know what they're in for, but they will.
Absolutely no idea.
Some of you will know them from Simon's Saturday show, where we were guests some weeks ago. So we asked if we could do a little switcheroo, and yeah,
It was
thanks
good.
for coming on, guys.
We did a good show. It was good laugh that last week. It was all right. Bit tentative at first, but then it just all got a bit normal. Nice.
Right, everyone just got a bit pissed, and then it became.
I was trying to be diplomatic.
Yeah. That's how it normally goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
If anyone's got anyone in chat, feel free to post the link for the Saturday night. Wash your mouth out, Chandler.
Sorry, what?
Wash your mouth out.
Sorry.
That's better. Sorry, I was halfway through a sentence.
I apologise. I distracted you. I'm sorry.
Feel free to post Simon in.
He is in, yeah. Simon will be able to do that. I think you have to make him a spanner, though.
Spanner?
No, you can, oh yeah, maybe. Martin, you can do it.
What do you want?
Just shove Simon's channel in.
Oh,
And
I
I'll...
don't actually know the link, so I just turn up and get drunk every week. That's pretty much my job.
How are we all doing? We had a good week? Been stressful enough for you?
Nice,
Martin celebrated his 22nd birthday on Friday.
Oh, bless
I
him.
did.
20. How old? Seriously? I was gonna
36.
say, Jesus Christ. You're
36.
Right. Happy birthday.
And Simon had his birthday yesterday.
He did. He was 75.
Excellent.
Ben, no, I'm not ignoring the YouTube chat. I'm just ignoring you. Speaking of
Oh, yeah.
Ben, Mark, can you bring up that picture I sent you just before the show?
I could try.
Because our long-time loyal follower Ben, he put up a post in the Facebook group, or he posted a picture of his VT UK setup with all his setups. But what of course caught my eye was what was in the background. Legos.
No, there's no S on the end. Fucking yank.
Hey, but that's what you British
No,
people call
Americans call it Legos.
Lego.
We call it Lego. It's
call
not a
it Lego.
plural.
It's from here, so never mind. Thanks for the sub, Matt. Oh, we didn't even get to see Carlton dance. So, chat. First one to guess. What's the scenery? Dave, you can't guess.
No. Yeah. What show is the scenery from?
Oh, you gave it a little bit away. What's the scenery of the Lego? Come on.
Looks a bit perky to me.
Do.
Sorry, that just sounded like. It was like, it's definitely not Mario.
I'm just saying, I'm sorry. Some very familiar faces in chat.
Yeah,
It's like,
Jeff
it's like
Fox
home,
on Twitch got it first.
it's
Friends.
like home from home.
Well, I can't see any Twitch chat, so
Are you in Twitch as well, are you?
no, I'm not.
And yeah, good evening to the people watching on Twitch. Gareth, Fox,
John.
Andrew, Matt, fuck off, Mick, Liz, Chandler. You're already here, so Phil is awake. It's so late, Phil. Come on.
Is he awake or is he just here?
He's just logged in. I think he's got his computer to auto.
He's logged in and then.
Yeah, he's just logged in now. He's going to go out for his nap until after the show.
And Mr. The Pain is here. Evening Pain. YouTube. Just pop in here, of course. Mr. Ben Vapes. Evening. Graham. And Graham. Mr. Intense. Evening. Simon. Good evening. Pax is there as well. And of course, Vapor Queen Becky. Good evening to you. That's who I can see at least. I think wasn't there someone earlier?
Also on Twitch, we have Mick Blizz is in, and also Saving Private Bacon has graced us with their presence this evening.
Marvelous.
LPC. Evening. Luke. Murray.
Did you just give your finger?
Thanks for the sub, Phil. Appreciate that, buddy.
Hey.
Thanks, Bill.
And Andrew serial number 808 as well.
So let's do seat number 5. What's your name and where'd you come from?
Who, me or Nick? Which one's
No,
fine?
you're number 5 on my screen. Sorry.
Yeah, who's in seat number 5? Because
I have a block of 6 boxes. I'm actually number 2 on mine. So
You're number 5 on me.
oh, okay.
I'm in bottom corner. What's going on?
You're in bottom corner for me, no. It's where you belong. So who am I?
What's your
I'm,
name and where'd you come from?
What's your name? Where'd you come from?
ASL.
Oh my god!
I'm not giving away the A because it's way too high.
Everyone's guessing on the S.
And the S is definitely none of your business. I'm Steam Pugs. Everyone knows me as a now retired reviewer, writer, reviewer. That's what I was known for. Now I just do lives and bring out liquids and things like that, pretty much. I've retired from all of it, and it's lovely. Now I just turn up on Saturday night, get pissed, and have a laugh. That's my job.
He's retired from the bullshit and he enjoys it for what it is.
Exactly. I've earned it.
Touche.
I did it for a long time. So and it was fucking graft. So I'm having quite enough of that. Plus, you know, I'm a dual coil, dual battery, high wattage vapor, and it just sank as far as what you were getting for that kind of stuff. Didn't want to do disposables or AIOs or pod systems or anything like that. So you're turning down 95% of what you get offered. So it wasn't worth it. So I sacked it off.
You could say there's not a lot of new stuff coming out for that segment, but there's definitely a lot of still out there that's very cheap then.
Yeah. Do you know what there is? There's websites as well that cater for the stuff that I like, and they're selling it off dirt cheap. It's great. I love that. Well, the difference is now I have to buy it.
Yeah,
Which is a bit shit, but you know, we still do. So yeah, that's pretty much me. And of course, I also co-own the Vaping Community Forum and Vaping Community Mixing Calculator. So we're quite known in the DIY universe, shall we say?
Awesome. What you chugging on tonight?
Oh. Did you not watch?
Get ready for the next half hour of the vape buffet.
hang on, 2 seconds.
I'll keep it kind of short. I've got PWM LiPo with Serendipity Golden Sunset on the Asgard. I've got another LiPo with another Serendipity, the Sweet Nirvana, with a Asgard with a glass cap on that. Got another LiPo with the Valkyrie, yeah. With, do you know Bearded Viking?
yeah,
That's one of his tops. Just some good stuff. Serendipity Harry vibes in that. Also got that in the Aegis, whatever the fuck that Aegis is. I keep saying, is it X? Might be the X. What the big screen? Is that the X? I don't know, can't remember. With the Arbiter V2. I've got the Creator with the Glass V2. In that, I've got my Surreal Steam. Then we've got Nevins' new range of stuff on the Nova with the Drop V1.5. I've got Slimer in that, which is just unbelievable. Got my old school that I dragged out for a show the other night. Didn't even know I had. iJoy Maxo. Do you remember that? 4 battery, 320 watt. It was brand new in a box, and I found it under my bed.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, dragged it out. Got the Sherman on that. I've got Nevins's Neon Source Snob in that one.
Just sorry, very quickly. Go back to your Sherman. Okay. I didn't know if it was the RTA or the...
No, yeah, it's the RDA. I love the Sherman RDA. It's been my favourite for years.
And half of the gag is the fact that it was a tank.
I got the Paranormal 166 with the Apocalypse. In that, I've got Nevins's Ginge. And I've got this piece of shit, Aspire, whatever the Sky Star crap. Got the Asgard Mini on that. And I got Nevins's 11 bar in that. And then I've got my usuals, which is my Target 200. These are my dailies that I take to work with the Fat Rabbit V2. In that, I've got my White Rabbit. I've got the L200 with the Blotter Max. In that, I've got my Typical. And I've got the Reaver 200 with another Fat Rabbit. And in that, I've got my Popstead. That's it.
All of a sudden, I don't feel like I actually have that many vapes.
I've actually got more, but I'm just...
but given that I've now seen a few times how you show your vape buffet, do you really, in the course of the next 1.5, 2 hours, are you going to vape all that, or is it just because you like to change it up all the time?
Every time I take a hit on something, it will be a different flavor.
Okay. Every
time. I get really bad vapor's tongue. I lose flavors really quickly. So I just keep mixing it up constantly. And I'm in a privileged position to have as a lot of kits. So I just do it. I do it. Nevins's range is amazing. I only got it the other day, so I'll keep flicking through that. Serendipity is one of my favourite ranges that came out this year, so definitely keep flicking through that. And obviously I'll be vaping mine because I'm a massive narcissist.
You see, I other than one, I never vape my own ranges.
Oh, it's probably 80% of what I vape is mine.
You see, for me, I never made for myself. I made for others. And
you knew it was shit.
Yeah, I make for myself. A couple of them have been nice enough for other people. Yeah. But I've got Popstead, which is my popcorn custard. That's not released anywhere. That's purely a very personal one for me that I've got right for me. I've sent it out to a couple of people who they said it's ace, but I'm not comfortable enough to send that out because it's a bit weird.
Despite being a narcissist.
I am. Yeah. I'm a paranoid narcissist, if there can be.
Cool. Bouncing along then. Seed number 6, what's your name and where'd you come from?
Well, everyone knows me as Steam Chihuahua.
Steam Chihuahua.
Where did that come from?
That's my pet name for you. You can't say that.
Everyone knows me as Nevins. I was born into the DIY industry, moved along into the commercial industry, bouncing from shows to shows until I found a show that was commercial, and then I converted. A lot of interest in mixing because I'm a qualified chef, and I got an interest in mixing and putting flavors together. So I'm also a massive narcissist. So
it's actually worse than me. Let me just say that.
I like the.
So when did you go from just DIYing and experimenting to actually NM Labs?
When the appreciation went.
Okay.
When people were mixing your stuff and selling it off without giving any feedback, without giving anything back. So I thought I'll make some money from it, and then I'll get some good comments as well, because I'm a massive narcissist.
Fair enough.
And, that's basically my story, and I'm just going to keep releasing until I've got a catalogue bigger than Argos.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we don't even need to put in a link for the website where you can get his stuff, because it's right behind him.
Right above his head.
Yeah.
And even though he is a massive narcissist, I'll say it anyway. He genuinely is probably the best mixer in the UK at present. I'm known for that. That's just not a self-proclaimed.
That's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here for.
It's quite known for it.
So in terms of and Mark, you can probably speak along with this. What's the biggest challenge in trying to find new flavors and trying to make something new?
Pleasing someone else's palate.
So do you try to create something that's not out there, or do you try to make it better what's there?
Always. I think I've got over 2,000 recipes on my ELR page, and I think it comes to a point where you're trying to break the barrier and do something that no one else has done, or at least do it better than someone else has done. More often than not, when you pick up like little tips along the way, you can use that in several different recipes that you try, and sometimes it's just the key. You find your one concentrate that works in a few different things to give it that edge. You can use that. You can use that in a few different profiles to make them tick. I also do like I call it the 2 birds 1 stone method, where I try to kill 2 birds with one concentrate, but I'll do that a few times over in one recipe, so that they all connect.
So
rather than just putting like a strawberry jam and then a pastry, I'll add something with the strawberry and with like a bakery note, and then tie them all together with that one concentrate to make it a bit more realistic.
So a similar base throughout the line.
No, what do you mean?
So a baseline, you'll start from a similar baseline and build on each one to a different profile. I
don't start with a base. Like I said, I got like loads of little tips, and then I just use them for whatever I'm making. None of them are the same, and none of them are the same base. Like not like I won't do a lemonade line and then do a blue raspberry lemonade, a strawberry lemonade, or a lime lemonade. I think that's too easy, and I think people get bored of that too quick.
So this new line that Pucks was talking about, that's 4 new liquids. What is that like supposed to be in? Is there a theme, or is that 4 new liquids released, or?
Basically, Ancient Elixir, my first line, that was me dipping my toe in because I'm from the DIY mixing world, so I knew nothing of the commercial world and what the commercial world wanted. Neon Source is more commercially centered, so that, and I think when I release another line, I think that'll be even closer again. And it's just knowing the customer. You can't please everyone. That's what you gotta.
Oh no.
You just gotta tell yourself that you can't please everyone. But if you release 4 or 5 different profiles, then you can kind of please everyone.
You can give yourself a better chance of.
Yeah, you can give yourself a better chance as long as they're made properly and you haven't just rushed them. You can't really go wrong.
There's a huge difference between I would say probably 95% of commercial juices out there and the 5% of juices that are made by people that actually mix and actually know what they're doing and they do it with a passion, and they won't release it unless it's perfect. And there's a big lack of that. I mean, I used to have an online vape shop as well, so I know how many liquids, commercial liquids, are available. I had thousands of them, and they were shite. All of them shite. I've done a lot of liquid reviews for people over the years. I used to do reviews for Planet of Vapes, and again, you're vaping them, and you think, how can you even release this thinking that this is what it tastes like? Because it's not even close. Yeah. And there's loads of people like that, loads of them. So the new people like Nevins and Graham Net Reality, who are well-known mixers that are coming through into the retail world, those are the kind of liquids you need to be looking for.
I think it's also a matter of there's a segment that wants quality, and then there is still a huge segment, mainstream-wise, that want it as a smoking cessation product that basically don't care.
No.
Yeah. So if it just tastes a hint of...
all about the money.
Yeah, but give me something that tastes remotely of pineapple and I'll try to quit smoking with that.
I mean, that's easy to do. Anyone can make that.
Yeah.
So just briefly take us through the 4 flavors, Nevins, of the new line.
Slimer, which is a candy lime slush. It is a candy, but it's been blended up and it's got coolant to it. But it's actually got that slushy feel. But it's like a candy slush. That one took a bit to make. You got the
absolutely gorgeous, that one.
And it like I said, moving to a commercial. Back when I made DIY, it'd probably be more subtle, and you'd probably be looking out for more of the candy notes and stuff like this. But I'm learning to know what the the commercial world likes. So it's still got the nuances in there of everything that you need and on the label and the description. Because accuracy is always key. I always go for accuracy.
Yeah.
I'll make it without sweetener. If it's accurate without sweetener and I add sweetener, it's only going to make it better because it just makes it a bit more vibrant. And then obviously I adjust then to the commercial world and how sweet they like it. Sometimes it might be a bit too sweet for me, and then I just think, like Mark said, make it for other people, and you've got to do it sometimes. Because I could always be happy with what I make, but that's not why I'm doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for other people as well. So I try and get a bit of a balance. So yeah, that's Slimer. I got the ginge, which is a Jamaican ginger cake with custard.
Nice.
Jamaican ginger cake.
It's got the stickiness from the actual cake. You get the stickiness as well.
It's the mouthfeel on that one. The mouthfeel on that is just incredible. It's like soggy, syrupy cake.
Yeah. Lemon bar. So it's like a lemon squares with lemon curd and icing. And the snob, which is a strawberry, raspberry, cranberry fruit in champagne with guava.
Oh, I understand the name now.
Yeah,
I've had a look
it's
at
snobby.
That.
It's snobby, that one. Yeah, so, and I got another four.
You have to have your little finger up while you're vaping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does help. It draws in air.
Yeah.
Does draw in the flavour. And there's another four. They'll be released in about 2 months' time, I think. That'll be after Expo. I could have released all 8, but there's no point bashing all at once because they're not going to get seen. They're not going to get appreciated. So,
Well, you're still going to get the same time constraints that you get with any range of liquids. You release a range of liquids, it will always peter out after a time.
yeah.
Unless you get somebody that thinks one of them is just like their crack and they can't do without it, then there is the occasional one. But generally speaking, you release a range, everyone's all over it for a couple of months, and then it just slows down. So you need to piecemeal it out. It's the best way to do it.
And the bigger challenge with like commercial as well, when you're mixing commercial, is to get them TPD compliant flavors and make it as bold as you can a DIY liquid, because obviously you can't have all the diacetyl and the acetylpropanol and all that crap. So
All the good stuff.
all the good stuff, you can't put all the good stuff in, so it's even harder to make a profile work without some of the stuff that I used to use to make DIY work. But testing, you do get there. You find like ways around.
Cool.
What you chugging on tonight, Nevins?
The blue, which is like a Heisenberg, but it's like my version of Heisenberg, and the Arbiter 2 on top of the Drag 3, and then I've just got Slimer on the SLV2 with the Dwarf on top.
Whoa.
And that's me. Just the 2.
Danny, you like your Heisenberg, don't you? Chandler,
Hello. What?
you like your Heisenberg, don't you?
Yeah, now and again I used to. It's one of those flavors that I was basically my all-day vape for about 2 years.
Well, you'll love it then because it's an updated version of it. It's better than Heisenberg.
I think it's more,
one of those. It's one of those flavors. You know, now I tend to make up a bottle of Heisenberg and vape a tank or two and go, yeah, that's nice, and put it to one side, and that's it done.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You're good. You're good for a while after it.
Yeah.
I'll
And
be
literally.
in the mood for it.
this one, it's got similar properties, but it's more rounded.
Okay.
So it's not as like sharp in different areas. It's more of a round. It's got like a candier shell to it, and it's not as punchy on the aniseed. It's just like a hint, so you know it's there. Basically, just to make that cooling that you get just work together.
Okay.
So it's not like mouthwash.
Is yours actually blue?
Yeah. Oh, you can't see it there, can you?
No, I was going to say.
Yeah, black bottle. Yeah, it's blue.
Okay. Yeah. I always wondered whether Heisenberg needs to be blue, or is that colouring?
The reference kind of.
I know. I know. It's
There's a
trademark.
stigma.
Is
There's a
it's
stigma.
blue?
There's a stigma attached to putting colouring in any liquid.
It's not
Yeah.
the colouring. The colouring is not needed, but if you're buying a large enough amount, you can buy the concentrate that you need colourless. But unless you buy that certain amount, you can't buy it colourless.
Ah.
So.
Okay. Fair play.
It's there because of a short quantity buy.
Got you.
Apparently, according to Mr. Intense, blue is Heisenberg, but for grown-ups.
Good description.
Yeah, I was going to say it sounds much more like a Heisenberg is for your starters, and then the blue is for people whose taste buds have come back.
Yeah,
The
who actually
concept-
appreciate
yeah.
the notes.
I think that's it because we got like obviously we got higher powered devices now. The blue is there for them higher powered devices. If you're bashing yourself on original Heisenberg, like when I had Heisenberg back in the day and when I had it on a TFV 8 fucking million or whatever it was, that gave me ulcers. There was something in the aniseed. I know it was the aniseed because that poked out more than anything else. So I liked Heisenberg, so I just thought I'll make my own.
No, fair
Yeah, cool.
That's it.
Cool. We'll get back to our two guests in a bit. We've prepared a little, some questions and challenges for you.
Oh, have you done that?
Well, maybe Simon inspired us a little bit with the bit he put us onto. But we've changed it up a little bit. But Dave.
Yes, hello.
Any colored mod tonight?
Any coloured mods? No. I said my painting days are over.
What did you colour this week?
Yeah, no, I did. I have started doing my colouring in again of an evening. So but that's with pencils on a bit of paper. So I've replaced the mods and gone back to colouring in stencils instead. So that's what I'm doing. But what I'm vaping on this evening, I have got the Aspire Phoenix with a Aspire Nico on top of it, and inside that is the liquid Raspberry Ripple. Really enjoying that. I'm going to make up the other 20 mils I've got of it quite soon, I'm sure.
I know a liquid that you might like. From somebody that's in chat, actually, not one of us.
All right.
That Reality does a Raspberry Ripple that was very much talked about by Grim.
Okay, cool.
It's one of his favourite liquids. Definitely try that. Amazing.
Cool. I'll give that one a look, certainly. Right. I am also vaping on the Cthulhu AIO with the cubics inside, Cyan Mods drip tip on top, and inside that is my Cactus Lychee Punch, as always. And I also have got my favourite little mod of the RXG. And on top of that tonight, I've got something different. I've got the EVL Twin.
I thought it was a proper EVL then.
It's like no. I gave away my proper EVL in charity raffle a while ago. But,
Is the Twin only a pretend one?
No, the Twin is the Nautilus one. Takes Nautilus balls.
Okay.
And inside that, I have got. I've got the Relentless Monster Purple Monster Energy Drink flavor thing.
Okay.
From Darkstar.
Pretty long name.
It's that's the I think that's the shortened version of the name. It's basically the name of this juice. They put every energy drink name into the juice so as they can't get sued by one of them. I think that's the reason why.
The Relentless Purple Monster. There you go.
Yeah, Relentless Purple Monster Red Bull thing. So, so I've got that.
Yeah, it's the Relentless Purple Monster, and it's got a picture of a bull on the front of the bowl.
Yep, they've just covered all their bases. So so I've got that in that, and lastly, as always, my Minican Plus with Lars Juice, Orangutan inside it, and that's everything I'm vaping on. So,
nice.
Chandler,
hello.
What are you vaping on? And have you taken your picture yet?
Oh yeah, I haven't posted it in the thing for the. Yes, I have.
Question is how much orange cream tonight, Chen?
I have got another. about well, probably less than half a mil, to be fair.
Have you made that custard up yet? Lush.
No. I haven't, because some of the flavors aren't available. So I've got a horrible feeling I'm going to be buying some. I'm going to be buying in batches.
Oh, it's an issue. I had to buy a load of flavors today for a couple of my liquids that I'm hopefully bringing out, and it was 3 different suppliers, and you just get stung on postage. It really does, really.
What you struggling on, the Madagascan?
Sorry,
Chandler. Yeah.
Me, yeah, and Madagascan. I think actually chefs have got that one. The Très Léger is the one that I'm struggling on.
Try and find the dirty one.
The dirty one. Why? What?
Well, they did a compliant one.
Oh, okay.
And a non-compliant one.
Oh, okay. How do I know the difference? Oh, V2 presumably.
Yeah, to get the other one, you'll have to go through the beaded curtain to the back.
Yeah.
A one-eyed lord called Boris just punching up
through the saloon doors.
I found a couple of websites that have got it on, but one I kind of probably trust, one I wouldn't touch with a barge pole.
DJ Vape.
The website looks dodgy as hell. I'm like, yeah, looks like my niece did it. You know, it's like, okay.
Sorry, I interrupted.
So yeah, no. Mark sent me an egg custard recipe that I've got some of the ingredients, but some of the others are gonna. Plus, I've got a couple of other recipes I'm trying to find stuff for as well. So there you go. That was that. So vaping, I've got Mathalung, I've got my B&B with a Cubics inside it, and peach iced tea from Darkstar inside there. And I've got my Evil Genius dual battery skunk with the nitrous on the top.
I like that. I like the finish on that.
It's yes, it's
really
nice.
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, really nice in the hand. It's very durable. Aha! There you go. That looks familiar.
He's got one of the fallouts there.
And I've got that one. And inside there, I've got my my own Boom Boom Tap, which is a watermelon, strawberry, hint of mint flavour. And I've got another SVB, my Prodigy Ant.
Love that.
Are they twins?
I've played with the Switch. I've made a matching Ant Switch to go with, and another nitrous. Accidentally got a second one because ridiculously good single coil RDA.
But Chandler, what's up with all the low drip tips?
I actually like that. I mean, that's the standard drip tip on that one.
I like low drip tips as long as it doesn't get too hot.
Yeah. Normally I have ridiculously large drip tips. I've got a bit of a reputation for liking.
Having a large.
I don't mind them.
That's my favourite drip tip. Which
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is a bit crazy, but you know, such is life.
It's just that you're just hitting your midlife crisis now, so you're going the other way. You've gone one way, now you're going to go the other extreme.
Well, it's normally a case of when you buy an RDA, especially a should we say a cheaper RDA. The first thing that you tend to do when you get it is you take the drip tip off and go, yeah, that's nice. Pop it back in the box.
Get your little box of drip tips out and find one that looks better. That's what I do every single one.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's that. But that is the first time that I've got the RDA and gone, actually, I quite like that drip tip.
My favourite drip tip that you get from like a commercial product or whatever is the recurve I like the recurve tip.
Yeah, that was nice. Did you like the concave?
Yeah, I like the curve.
Yeah,
on
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that was a good one. That.
Yeah, I do kind of like the concave.
They're comfortable, very comfortable.
Yeah, just sits nice.
So yeah, that leads us on to the. I've got
The concave.
I've got the dwarf with the dwarf.
Yeah, dwarf.
Yeah, I had to think about that dwarf with the tip on the top, and I like that drip tip as well.
That looks like a scrape tip.
No, it's a KSW tip.
It is.
Yeah.
How is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and I've got that on the
Converter.
Ambition Mods converter. So, and inside there, I've got my I've got my Arctic roll in that one, and hello my cupcake in that one. That still isn't quite right. This is the problem with my mixing. I go, this will be a nice flavour. Mix it up and go, yeah, that's really nice. And then go, be all right if I just take that down a little bit, or a little bit more of the strawberry, or.
Yeah, you know, I'll be honest with you. I probably only remix about 10% of my mixes.
Yeah.
Even if they're nice, even if I like them, I'll do a batch of 10 different new flavors. One of them I might do again.
I've literally got about 2 or 3 where I've written the recipe down, and that is it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's each time I go, well, it needs a bit more of this or a bit more, and I'm still not happy with it when I've got to it. If you know what I mean.
Have you got your branded bottle there, Chandler?
My branded. Oh, my brand.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I have actually. Just happens to be on the desk. So I promised these guys that when I see them at
Expo,
I was going to give them some of my Arctic roll concentrate. So I just.
There you go.
There we go. So obviously that now looks incredibly professional, and everybody thinks that is, you know, professional.
The bathtub.
I'm actually
not at all homemade whatsoever.
I've just done exactly that, just on a slightly bigger scale, because I've got a liquid that's been doing the rounds and gained a lot of traction lately. So instead of putting my DIY labels on it, I made a label for it for my White Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
So I've got a couple like that actually. I'll be giving quite a few of those away at the expo. What I did.
Sorry, a complete look. You get up, you show your bottle, and I go, look, there you go. There's mine. You know, it's even.
I'm quite well versed on Photoshop, so that's all.
Yeah, to be fair,
it used to be part of my job, so
I
can fuck around with it quite easily.
I think my biggest mistake was I didn't use Comic Sans.
yeah, should have been. Yeah, all in italics.
Yeah. I have got another vape with me. I don't know whether do you want me to mention it now, or do you want to use it as a talking point later?
Yeah.
Well,
I don't know what it is, so.
Oh! What's that, Chandler?
Basically, I went into our local garage and I bought one of their disposables.
Why?
Why? Basically, my role at work's changed slightly, so I'm spending a lot more time talking to colleagues than I am to customers. And I've noticed that there are a lot of my colleagues, because they're all working from home, so we're able to vape in our own house, obviously. So there's a lot of my colleagues that are using disposables that I have directed to other places to get other things for a couple.
Did you buy it to fit in?
No. I bought it. Honestly, I bought it to see well, it's there, and I now actually can see that this is actually pretty good for people who want to quit smoking.
I've had this argument. It's got its place. Just because you're a seasoned advanced vapor, they tend to look down on all that kind of stuff, and I'm just as guilty as anybody else is about that.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is, they are made to help people give up smoking, and if you do that, great.
I think
If we look at an expo,
because there's a lot of people that obviously it's a disposable. It's got a battery in it. The whole thing is designed for you to use it and chuck it away.
That's my issue.
That is the biggest thing with it. But but the fact is with that folk can do exactly what I did. You're paying for your petrol.
Seriously.
It's next to you, and you just go, grab. There you go. Thank you very much. I'll give it a go.
You see, for me, I've had quite a lot sent to me.
Yes.
Yeah, a metric ton of them sent to me. Now, my issue, two bugs. My issue with them is that over-sweetened, over-flavoured, and there's no dexterity to the flavour. They're all just
linear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this one is a watermelon ice. When I first started vaping it, there was a definite cotton taste.
I just put my finger on the end of that like I was smoking a fag.
I know. But, look, I think that was
that then proves Shana's point.
Yeah, I mean that was the biggest thing when I first got it. It is light. You can hold it in your fingers like a fag. You can. I found myself flicking the end just to get the ash off. You know.
And I've not smoked for years, and my finger.
I haven't had a cigarette in 10 years, and I'm flicking the bloody thing. It's crazy, but yeah, the watermelon ice, it got a definite cotton taste to start with, which took about 10, 15 drags to get rid of. Yeah, but it's just a hint of watermelon with a ridiculous amount of cooling, but yeah, I can see it being.
Yeah, you can exactly see why someone who's going to a vape shop would pick up one of those.
I wanted to hate it.
And it would work for them.
I wanted to hate it and go, oh my god, that's disgusting. Why the hell have they got that? But compared to the all-in-ones that I was trying 7-8 years ago, it's
the thing is with them. Like my thing with them is the recycling policy and the fact that they maybe not now, but at some point they will give us a bad name because they're going to be all over the place, and then it's going to be too late.
What was that number? I bought a load of numbers over, didn't I? Of the amount of the top 3 selling pod systems. Can you remember what it was, Martin? There was something...
what was confiscated?
No, that wasn't
confiscated.
Not confiscated. What was actually registered, brought into the UK?
There was something like
customs. Yeah,
something like 15 million of them in 14 days or something stupid that were imported, and that was just the top 3 brands. That doesn't include your counterfeits. That doesn't include your Chinese brands that aren't in every shop.
There it is. I got the numbers here. So last 3 months imports data into United Kingdom. I believe this was like a month ago.
Yeah.
So guessing from New Year's and onwards. Elf Bar, 25 million. Elox, 14 million. IVG Bar, 12 million. And Geek Bar, 8.7 million.
Yeah.
Disposables.
That's a lot of plastic, a lot of batteries.
This is what got me because obviously, like I say, I'm talking to my colleagues more. So loads of my colleagues now I know vape. Loads on disposables. I would say half of them. I've spoken to about 12, at least 5 or 6 of them. I know are using disposables. Pod systems, the Vupu, drags, the X's. 3 or 4 on those. No one rebuilding.
No, which is the way now, because people who get into vaping, because the stop calls have got so much better now. They don't need to.
You know
get
what?
into building.
If these were available 10 years ago when I stopped, I don't think I'd have moved on to anything either. I'd have stuck with them because they work.
I don't think the industry would have moved if they came out 10 years ago.
It wouldn't have done. And these would all be owned by Big Pharma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big pharma, big tobacco.
Sorry about
That's all right.
that. It absolutely, completely shut itself. You only
It's
turn
all
it back on, and all your settings and everything have gone back to standard.
Yeah. Don't worry
Technical
about
issues.
it. Happens all the time.
You know?
It's allowed.
Anyway,
Oh, what was that Matt just Matt posted in chat? Oh, hang on, Matt.
Socks and sandals, yeah.
There you go. Just fuck up my microphone at the same
That,
time.
that looks like a medical boot that you'd wear after you've broken your foot and it's recovering.
That's because I've got massive feet.
No, you've not.
Okay, compared to you, I've not got massive feet. Yeah. I'm in the wrong chat for this argument, aren't I? Really?
You are.
Chandler,
Is
pass it on.
Yeah, is that all you're vaping on, Chandler? Is that it?
Yeah, I could probably find something else, but no, that's all right. That's fine. Yeah, so that's me. Yeah.
Pass it on then, son.
Just trying to think who to pass it on to. Mark.
You had a choice of two.
I had a choice of two. It was
I'm
just
not
way
last
too
for
hard.
a change. Not last for a change.
I know, and it was just my mind was just like, do I just make Mark last again? Just...
I had a bit of an accident this week. As you all know, I've been using my penis mod for a while now, with a vape shell in it.
Mm-hmm.
Driving either to school or on the way home from school the other day. You wedge your vape in between your legs, don't you? Wedge it in, come to a roundabout, had to brake heavily, and bang, hit the deck. Not a problem, happens all the time. Can I find my cover? Sincerely, we've turned the car under the mats, under the seats, down the back, you name it. I've turned that car upside down, and that piece of shit has disappeared.
Has it got magnets on it?
Yes.
Yes.
It's probably stuck to the underside of something.
Oh,
You'll find it attached to the back of the pedal.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, probably.
You haven't got steel toe caps on, have you?
I hadn't at that time.
Nevins and Parks and anyone watching that maybe don't understand would you explain the penis reference, Mark?
Oh, sorry. The box in Germany is called the Penix.
Yeah,
Penix.
The Penix.
Only in Germany.
Only in Germany.
Great on the mod. Only in Germany.
So is penix like plural for penis?
Probably.
No, we just call it penis.
I'm guessing Penix may mean box in German.
No,
Doesn't.
It really doesn't. So.
Okay.
And box in German isn't anything particularly offensive either. So.
It's a cooler name than box though. So.
In that, I am vaping H Blue, which is another Heisenberg-esque juice, which is one of my ADVs. Was I on this last week?
Yeah. I think so, yeah.
So, dug out the Hurricane Junior from probably that's 5 years old now, 4 or 5 years old. From the wonderful country that is Switzerland.
nothing wrong with Old Gear. Old Gear was just as good.
No.
So good.
Old Gear was just as good.
I think we've hit the pinnacle now. Anyway, I think it's hard to make something new and revolutionary.
Yeah.
But for me, this tag, it was on the cusp of I was Bear Clouds, bro. I was series mod in hand all day, every day, blasting 320 ml of juice a day, and that was what I vaped. Before I went back to mouth to lung, I found this happy place that was the single coil. And at that point in time, 5-6 years ago, there wasn't a lot of single coil stuff out there.
No.
It was all either big chuff-off coils or hosepipe mouth to lung. There was nothing really in between. And whilst, you know, the airflow on this is stupid, and it's not adjustable at all. But it's a single coil, quite tight. What am I running it at? 0.3. 0.3 build in there. But that was the point I realised, you know, a restricted chamber is great for flavour. And a single coil is great for flavour. And yeah.
I know that there's a massive contingency out there that believes that the single coil is where it's at for flavour, but I don't find that.
I think a single coil reduced chamber RDA, RTA. I think the juice that you get out of it gives you better structure. I think for flavour wise, you do need a double coil. If you are about the clouds, bro, and you want punch in your face flavour, then yeah, but you're not going to pick out the little tweaks. But then, like you said earlier, some people are willing to buy just fucking pineapple. So
yeah. I still run a silly build in a Mac, dual coil, 0.1-ish. Yeah.
Point none of your business.
Huh?
Point none of your business.
It's about 0.1. It might be a smidge under, but not massively under. But if I like a warm vape, hence why I vape series for so long. I like a warm vape. I like to taste the juice on my tongue. Do you know what I mean? So if I'm vaping high power, if I'm building low, it's got to be warm. It's got to be warm. So I'll always build low. But I know what I'm building, and I know we had this conversation the other week. I understand Ohm's law. I know a lot of people don't, and you don't need to now. But, you know, I'll build silly, but I know what my batteries can put out. I know it's safe.
Vape on. Depends what you vape on. I mean, most devices these days won't let you do anything stupid. So.
No, exactly. So, I don't think you need... Anyway, this ain't an Ohm's Law discussion. We've been there 100 times. And in that, vaping blueberry, raspberry, and lemon.
Nice mix.
Which takes us over to Martin, darling.
So,
and drinking some weird Mad Cow wine.
No.
Nice.
So I actually just pulled out the Vulcan Winter Dragon Voyeur with the Narca on top. Speaking of small restricted chambers, RDAs, it's the only RDA I actually kept after I recently sold off literally everything because it's just good. Got some Miyako from Wick Liquor, creamy yogurt, apricot in there, which I've still got. Oh, you can't see it. I've got loads of that. I got like a box still, which I got pre-Brexit actually. So luckily, also then still on the Calmia, which I showed last week. I just got.
How are you getting on with that?
So last Tuesday I just received it in the mail, like hours before the show. I'm finding myself not vaping it that much because it annoys me that the pod is so small, only 1.6 milliliters. I still do enjoy the flavor from it, but if there's one thing I always end up going back to when trying a new pod, it's the original Caliburn. And even though so many are raving about mesh and the flavor is so good on mesh, apparently I like a good Canthal coil for my Nick Salts. They're both 1.2. They both have pretty much the same airflow. There's just a different flavor, a different draw on the mesh. It's a little bit smaller. It's a little bit handy. Would I recommend it? Yes. Would I recommend the Caliburn even more? Fuck yes. For that kind of vape, at least. For a very restricted vape, where you get your 20 milligram Nick Salts or 11 or 10, whatever you want.
This
Josh.
show is sponsored by Caliburn.
Yeah.
Well, as Matt so nicely said in chat, if he had met the caliber when he started vaping, he wouldn't have moved on from anything else. I think I'm like on my 12, 13, 14 different pots trying, and this is the one I end up going back to.
I like the
it just
Caliburn.
works.
I thought the Caliburn was going to be bigger than what it was. Because when it first came out, I thought it was really, really good, and I thought that they wouldn't be able to beat it. I think the battery life's good on them. I think, like you said, yeah, you could do with a bit more capacity, but then it makes the device bigger. So I think it's perfect in what it is. I think it's...
Yeah. But of course, also keeping it, well, for us in EU TPD compliant and so on. But the thing is, with the Calmia, they've only put 1.6 milliliters in, which I literally don't understand why it would make it that much bigger.
You spit more than 0.4 mil. I don't think it's that much of an issue. I blow my nose and get more than 0.4.
The thing is, when you will then made newer versions of the Caliburn, yes, they upped the MAR, but then they also had to go to mesh for either the pods or the coils. For the G, for the A, for the G2, for the A2, it's all mesh. And again, Nevins, like you say, you cater to a lot of people, their flavor and their taste. Apparently, a lot of people like the mesh. I just don't. And as opposed to Pugs, who can't like vape two same flavors in a row and two draws. Like I drink this. I only vape this. I've tried the other Just Juice Nick Sols. They just don't give me the exact flavor I want. So
What's that one?
that's the mango passion fruit.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Last but not least, Filipino Datu
Nice.
with Imperia. Speaking of drip tips, one of my favorite drip tips all the time is their original one. Really like that. And in there I've got some Future Juice. Again, flavor profile, mango passion fruit. It just works for me.
Tropical guy.
Definitely, I've never been into cakes, desserts, custards, anything. What's Ben saying? Oh, that's a long text. Ben, get in the bin.
Basically, to give the synopsis, is saying there are many more options out there now apart from the OG Caliburn. And I'm going to paraphrase and not include the language.
Paul, I'm not like you. I don't need to have a huge collection. I could show you the collection of all the things I have here on my table. But why? So, Paul, let's talk in the after show about you not buying any more stuff, right? Paul has said that's right. He's not buying any more stuff. The next day, you see him X1 on a post for getting them on.
Hang on, the day after that, I was put in a vouch group.
Yeah, a vouch group. Although that was him selling, wasn't it?
No, he was buying, wasn't he? Sorry, Paul.
So,
right,
yeah,
call the man out live on the internet.
Well, he asks for it, so he.
On our show on Saturday.
Yeah, oh yeah. Should get Paul on actually.
He's on this week. He's on our show this week.
Oh,
he is. Excellent.
Oh,
And Matt.
nice. I didn't watch on Saturday. I had to do a bartending gig for a friend, so
He's a very,
around
very,
midnight.
very interesting, very Oz kind of guy.
Yeah, he's very.
Who, Paul or Matt?
Paul.
Paul's a gobshite.
we love him. We love him.
Hence why I said like one.
So we know that you have to leave around approximately also when the show ends. So we'll just let's dive straight into the questions we've prepared for you, and we'll see if you want to answer all of them.
They're not that bad.
Tricky ones.
Hang on, did you leave my last one in?
No, pretty sure that didn't. Pretty sure that didn't make the cut.
No, Mark.
It was very Jimmy Carr, so we'll leave that.
But that was just.
Put
Put it in. Put it in.
Sorry,
No,
Jimmy,
no, I'm gonna let Mark do
Mark.
it as a bonus if we get to that.
Sorry, Mark. It was.
There better be a Frankie Boyle one then.
Mark,
So first
Mark,
off,
it was. Sorry, I just want to clarify. It was very Jimmy who?
Car.
Oh, Carr. Sorry.
not Savile, not Savile.
Why would
First
you bring
off,
that-
we're
right, why
we're
would you
gonna
bring
start
that
off
up?
with some what?
What?
Why would you bring that up, Chandler? You were known as Jimmy Savile for so long on this show.
No, I wasn't.
Yes, you were.
Rolf Harris.
Oh, Rolf Harris, so different. It's different underpants. It's
Literally.
And that was all that was because I could play the didgeridoo bloody do.
He did right. So what? One night in the
And
middle of
the
a
beard.
show, he decided that he was going to pull out a didgeridoo and start playing it.
How you do?
As you do.
Yeah.
Totally blown away. Anyway, Martin, sorry for interrupting.
It's all good. So we're gonna start with on a mellow level and with some vaping questions. So let's start over at Nevins. So your top 3 Atties of all time.
Ooh. The drop.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Original drop.
Good
It
choice.
has to be this dwarf now. Someone bought me this. Never met him, and he asked me for like recipe tips, and I give him tips now and again. Send him juice, and he just messaged me and said, "I've sent you a dwarf." He got it sent straight from KHW.
Is that the DL or the original?
It's the DL.
Yeah, much better. Yeah.
DL. It has to be DL for me. I can't do
Yeah.
super restricted mouth to lung. Last one. Probably the Pulse 24, because I had that for so long.
The Pulse.
I loved it. Yeah. Pulse 24. I had it for so long, and I never changed the airflow because I had it exactly right. And if I moved it a tiny bit, that's it. I fucked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had it exactly where I wanted it, and I cleaned it one day, and I couldn't get it back, so I fucked it off. It was quite tough to turn the airflow as well. So I tried lubing it up and everything, and then it was just a ball ache to get it right where I wanted it. So I thought, right, fuck it off. But I had the drop after that, and nothing replaced the drop for a while until I figured out like it was giving me too much, and it was giving me ulcers. It was just too much. It was direct.
Yeah.
Is that the original drop or the 1.5? The original.
No, the original. I haven't tried the 1.5 just in case I have the same problem.
It's nice, the 1.5. The problem with the 1.5 is the O-rings, because as good as it is.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Oops.
Just put a dent in my door.
I know, you could. I had the thud.
That's over there with
Mark.
magnet.
Yeah.
Mark, same question for you. Top 3 Atties all time.
First one is no contest for me. It's the Sherman. I've been using the Sherman for a very long time. I've got 3 of them. Bottom airflow RDAs for me. Girthy bottom airflow RDAs for me. Exactly where it's at. And it's so well made, so simple to build on. The only problem is it's a leaky bitch, because obviously the airflow right underneath the coil. So anything that goes off the coil is coming straight into your hand. But I put up with it because the flavour on it is just amazing. Definitely always been my number one. The second one, I don't like saying something that's so popular, because it feels like I've sold out a little bit. But the Asgard is a fantastic RDA. The only issue I have with it is the airflow is a bit of a pain in the dick. If you just have it wide open all the time, when you're slapping a top on, you've got to like line it up inside, and it's a bit of a faff. But the flavour I get from it is amazing. And then probably a tank-wise, if you'd have asked me 6 months ago, I probably would have said the Arbiter, because it's so well made and almost German engineered. But Nevins will disagree with me, because we've had this conversation a million times. The Fat Rabbit V2 RTA is a really saturated, fantastic vape. It's easy to build on. It's well made. I've got 2 of them on the go at the minute, and I can't seem to put them down. So I mean, it changes constantly, but the first 2 definitely. that one up to date. The RTA for me is really good. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have the fourth one. I'm gonna have to have Arbiter too.
I know you'd say that.
That's the thing though. You forget how easy it is.
It is easy. It's a very. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe it's because there's no challenge with it whatsoever.
Yeah, because to me, the fat rabbit is just a fucking pain in the ass. And then if you fuck up your wicked and then you have to go back in and you get all fucking messy, fuck it.
Yeah, we're going round in circles again, me and you. I've never had an issue.
Move on to the next question, guys. Starting with Nevins again. Top 3 mods all time. Any mods you have owned, or either some you would have wanted to own, or
the Smart Cooper.
Okay.
That was a big chunk of fucking metal, like, but it was good. It never failed me until I dropped it down a drain. That was a bit gutted. So yeah, it wouldn't work even if I dug it out. I love this mod. I do love this mod, but it doesn't give me what I need. I can't take it to work with me, and because it'll run out of battery before it doesn't give me the power. It doesn't give me what I need. It doesn't give me lungs what I need. I'll still put it there though because I just like looking at it.
Yeah.
And probably the Own Boy Rage. I like the Own Boy Rage. I like how it feels in the hand. I don't think anything comes close as to how comfortable it is in your hand. It's just a brick.
It is a brick, yeah.
But if that's what you like and you like sturdiness, because it's definitely sturdy, then yeah, the Own Boy Rage.
I always found it when I had the button placement, it didn't work for my style of holding it, or what'd you say? Where the button was on the side.
Are you left-handed?
No.
Does it change left-handed and right-handed?
Dominican 3 does.
Yeah, I suppose, but I didn't really hold it any. I just picked it up with my finger on the button, so I can't really think now how I used to pick it up and hold it, but it just felt comfortable in the hand, even if I was just holding it and not vaping it. It felt comfortable. Just right curve. I like the curvature on it. I like the click when you put the batteries in. I like the little click when you put the back panel on. I just liked everything about it. I think it was smooth.
Cool. Hux.
For years, even it's not a particularly good mod. I think it won favour with me because it was so unbelievably fucking reliable. I ran it for about 4 years, all the time, because I need when I'm walking about, because I'm dual battery and dual coil. I'll need something that's really compact to carry about with me all the time. And there wasn't many things that were super compact, like I'm talking Smock Alien kind of compact. And the Vaporesso Revenger for me, I took it abroad with me 8 times.
Oh yeah, the
Went
Revenger.
around the world with me. I used it all the time, and it only died last year. So I've got to give that an accolade. However, my replacement when it died was the Vaporesso Target 200, because again, super compact, beautiful in the hand with that fabric, easy to use. I can't fault it for that kind of thing. It's not my favourite one. My favourite is definitely a PWM LiPo. That's my kind of vaping when I'm at home. You can't take it out with you because you can't put it in your pocket. Your pants will fall down. So because it's
in the boot of the car.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That never leaves the house. That's my number one. But at the moment, that's my carry to work, shopping, whatever I'm doing. I'll take that with me. So it kind of, at the moment, it's that. Third one, that's a really tricky one because I've got probably 8 or 9 lipos that I would put.
It can't be one that you've never owned that you wanted to own. That is just top 3.
I do like the new. I like the new G-Class V2. That's pretty cool. I've not got it out at the minute. I do like that. It's always a tricky one. I also like the Gaia Stabwood. That's a really nice mod. I can't pick a third. There's too many.
We'll leave it at that then.
Yeah.
if you can't decide.
I can't decide. I've got, because I've had hundreds of mods over the years. I've given most of them away. I've kept the ones that I really like. So third place is the rest of the ones apart from first and two. 1 and 2.
I have to add that as well because that I do love it, and I don't think I could put that dwarf on anything else and it be so good.
Joe likes it. I've given that one to Joe.
Honestly, like because of that G Class 2, I think the battery thing, it just fucking pisses me off.
Well, it's the creator is the same thing. It's exactly the same with the battery doors. It is. You wouldn't think it would be. I mean, he's talking 3 seconds longer to get your batteries in and out.
I don't mean that. I mean when he put the batteries in and the odd percentage. I don't fucking like it.
Oh right, okay.
I don't like it. And two tugs and it goes down to obviously it's reading from the batteries and it's giving you a reliable read from the batteries. So
yeah,
the batteries must be fucking shit that I'm putting in.
I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't like the fact that if you go into the settings, it has to load.
Yeah.
The screen has to load. It says loading.
Yeah.
That's a bit shit. So no, we'll scrap that one. That's not my third choice at all.
And let's move on to the next one. So we'll start with Evans again. Your top 3 liquids of all time.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Do I go narcissist?
Yeah, of course you do.
Go.
Whichever way you want to.
I will.
Naked fish. Wahoo.
Naked fish. Bloody
That's
hell.
up there. Naked fish. Wahoo. That was the first cereal vape that I tried. Fell in love because of that Pledge lemon note. Charlie Chalk Dust, CCD3, the salted caramel ice cream. That's a toughie then. Yeah, this one is a toughie.
It's got to be one of yours.
The thing is, they'd all be part of mine. They would all be mine because obviously I make them for me. But I'm just trying to think of commercial liquids that I've bought that I would buy again. Serendipity Sweet Nirvana. It's well up there for me. That's
Classic juice.
yeah, hits a nail on the head. Like it's just so good and refreshing and sweet and
Accurate.
Yeah. So yeah,
Max?
that's mine.
Only because I vaped it for such a long time, and it was the liquid that really threw me down the rabbit hole. I've got to say, Mother's Milk, the original pre-TB.
Yeah.
Because that was just first time I vaped it, and that's why I started DIY, because I couldn't afford to vape a bottle of that a day when it was 25 quid a go for 30 ml. So it opened up the whole vaping world for me. So definitely that would be number one. I would love to have that again. Second one is I'm narcissistic all the way. White Rabbit, my white chocolate custard. I always have it on me. And the third one is also mine, which is Popstead, which is a popcorn custard. Those two, I've always got them on me, always. I think it's taken me a long time to get to the point where one of my liquids has to be there on hand. I've got 2 litres of one of them mixed back there. So I vape a lot of it.
Nice. We're going to move into some questions that are maybe a bit more peculiar, but we'll get to know you guys a little bit better, not vape-wise. And they're maybe a little bit simpler, some of them. So we'll start off with cake or biscuits. What would you choose?
That's different, isn't it? You should say favorite cake and then favorite biscuit because you can't just choose.
That's why it's so hard.
You're presented with you can only take one.
I'm not going to start the Jaffa cake debate. Biscuits because I love caramel VIBs, chocolate digested VIBs. I love them.
Max, same question. Cake or biscuits?
That's really hard.
Yeah.
There's nothing like more than after my tea sitting down with a brew and a biscuit barrel.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they don't agree with me because I'm not great with gluten. So And gluten-free biscuits are not nice. Just don't care what anyone
No.
says. But I have the same issue with cake, really. So if I have to, oh, fucking hell. No, I'm saying I'd pick a nice cake.
A nice cake.
Oh.
Cool.
Next one, a controversial one. Pineapple on pizza. Yes or no?
No. Get the fuck out.
100% all day long.
Is that the Jimmy Carr question?
No.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I love pineapple on pizza.
Next up is favorite card or board game.
Wow.
Hungry Hippos.
Fair enough. Counts. Fair enough.
Texas Hold'em.
Nice. Cool. So, if you could get locked in one store overnight on your own, which store would it be?
Ooshed.
Now the question is mine. Are you allowed to keep whatever you pick up
Yeah.
in there?
What we don't know.
You're
won't
allowed
hurt.
to do whatever you like. No one will come, and then you will not be able to. Well,
You'll be able to
I
take
don't
it.
know.
You won't be able to walk out with it. That's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm going to think clever about this.
Nev's going strategic.
Vixen sex shop in Bristol.
I could go with a convenience store. That way I could have cake and biscuits.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
He's going for a happy shopper then.
Well, what Morrison's?
No, not a convenience store then. Not the shop.
Is that your answer? Or no?
No, definitely not. You go first because it's going to take some thinking.
If I was stuck in a shop, couldn't get out all night, I am ADHD to fuck, so I would need entertaining. I would say video game store.
Cool.
At least then I'll be all right.
You got 4 nods of appreciation then for the film. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say a brewery store.
Ooh.
Just get so pissed you fall asleep. Doesn't really matter.
I'm not sure the fermentation had happened in the first 24 hours, but
Not a brewery store. So it's already made up.
The next one is, what lie do you tell most often?
Oh, fucking hell. Is my wife watching this?
Yeah.
I work very hard.
Yeah.
Oh, that was it. Okay.
Okay.
I work very hard.
Oh. Yeah, I really like that.
not. It was on sale, love. It was only a tenner.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably it. That is probably it. When things come through the door and she looks at me and is like, "No, I got it in the sale."
What in a raffle?
Yeah.
Peanuts.
That's-
It was absolute peanuts. I couldn't turn it down.
Got it on
Yeah.
review.
He still keeps sending me stuff. I don't know why.
Very cool. So next one up is, if someone made a movie about your life, who would you want to play you? Which actor?
Or actress.
Yeah. No
Yeah, or
discrimination.
actress.
No discrimination.
No.
You going first, Nick?
Joseph Morgan.
I'm going to have to Google that.
Yeah, I was just about to say, as everybody watching now hits Google for that.
He played Klaus in Vampire Diaries and the originals,
Okay.
and I think he's well underrated.
Okay, yeah. You just want to get laid more, don't you?
I'd say Jack Black.
Jack Black.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fitting choice.
Sorry, just very quickly. For those on YouTube, Paul just said Robbie Coltrane for Mark.
Isn't that Hagrid? Is that Hagrid?
Yeah.
Mark, do you want to put in yours before we do the last one?
No, I'm not. I don't know them well enough.
Yeah.
We got some input from Simon. Your favorite sausage?
Oh, fucking hell. Caramelized red onion.
Caramelized onion. I've said it about a million times. Caramelized onion, Bramley apple.
Yeah, caramelized red onion for me.
Hang on. No, you were saying that no pineapple on pizza, but you're okay with apple on pork.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? Fruit and meat.
No.
Yeah, but it's
It's
ham
like
and
putting
pineapple.
cranberry on turkey, or it's just wrong.
No,
Yeah.
I like cranberry on turkey. It's fit.
I'm not
So
one for that either.
do you have a pineapple slice on a gammon steak?
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
I actually have both. I have an egg and a pineapple slice.
Egg I'm down with, but fruit on savoury is just wronger than a big bag full of wrong things.
Beef and tomato.
I ask them like when I go to a restaurant and I say, can I have pineapple and egg? And they go, yeah. Or I go, can I have 2 eggs then instead? They're willing to give you both. Swap that pineapple for an egg. I'll have 2 eggs.
Okay, we're rounding this little quiz off with a vaping thing. So if you had to choose one mod, one hattie, and one juice that you were to use for the rest of your life, and only that, what would it be? Given that you may have indicated some answers with your previous...
No, I didn't even have to think about it.
These 2.
Yeah.
Them 2. And a juice that I have got coming out called Onyx. And it's a black currant, black grape, aniseed, and cooling.
Cool.
Easy. Big lipo, Asgard, my white rabbit. Be happy with that. That'll do me forever. I need to know what Mark's question is.
Yeah. Let's have it. You won't surprise me.
You're offended.
I'll ask Pugs one just to break the ice. What's your favourite date rape drug?
Oh, there's so many.
I'm old school, mate, with him.
No one to be offended.
Chloroform.
Says every offensive question ever.
Yeah, no offence, I'm not racist.
You had to fuck your dad to save your mum, would you? There we go.
Not now, because they're both dead, so that would be probably even weird.
That'd be a waste.
It would, and massively illegal, even more illegal than shagging your dad. Is that illegal? I'm not really quite sure.
It's probably incest, so
Probably, yeah.
I imagine it's frowned upon in most places. Yeah.
Depends what part of the country you're in.
If a mum was going to die unless I shagged the dad, yeah. God, that's a wrong question. I like it.
But for me, it
Told
depends.
you.
Yeah.
For me, it depends if my mum's paid protection.
If what?
If she's paid for protection, then yeah, I'd have to do it.
There you go.
There you go.
That wasn't that bad.
That was my Jimmy Carr.
It's thinker.
It's
not something I want to think about again, but it's a thinker.
It's a thinker when you've only had one beer, but that's like probably the intro on a Saturday night for us.
I've had 4 beers, so I quite like that question.
Right,
Thanks for playing our little. Thanks for playing a little game, and we know you have Pugs has a meeting to get to, so I think we're rounding off.
Well, thank you for having us. It's been great. Enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's not often you get to do this kind of stuff on Tuesday night because I don't have a lot to do in the week because the missus works. So thank you for bringing us in. It's been great.
Well,
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Pleasure having you.
Yeah, it's been good to be on.
And don't forget to check out the Saturday show, Savage Simon. Especially on Saturday when our own Paul is apparently gonna cause havoc all over and get your channel closed down.
We're expecting big things.
Yeah, we are. Well, we've spoken to him a few times now in chat, so we know what's coming. But it's the last one before Expo. We apparently might be doing something during the Expo, but I am not expecting any sense out of that whatsoever.
Yeah. I can't even see us remembering.
No, we won't. It'll be embarrassing. Hopefully it won't be aired. It will.
Yeah, well, that show that we did, the 24-hour. Remember how glad we were when that got taken down?
You didn't cry live.
It got
on
took
stream.
down.
Yeah, but I was close. It's only because you cried, and I thought I'm not looking like that.
I was 16 pints in. So yeah, that was embarrassing. 24-hour stream. It was for charity. It was all for a good cause.
That's it. John over on Twitter said, "Nice to meet Pugs and Nevans."
Nice to meet you too. I can't see you, but nice to not meet you.
As we say, drop in on Saturday evening. I'm obviously disappearing out of the country, so I'm not going to be here for the next couple of weeks. So Chandler is in charge.
Have a great holiday, mate. Have a really good holiday.
I'm going to do my very best with the time difference to try and drop in, depending on what crazy ass schedule the missus has got me in next week. Where are we? Woman.
What?
Where are we Tuesday following?
Next Tuesday.
Yeah.
We will be in the Magic Kingdom.
Magic Kingdom, apparently. So.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one, there.
We'll live stream in.
Well, yeah. We'll try and join you.
What does she mean, no live stream?
No, she said we'll live stream.
Oh, well, live stream.
Live stream.
Okay, I thought she said
And
no
then next Tuesday we have the great Simon coming on along with Danny Vapes.
Indeed.
Oh,
So they're gracing us with their presence, and we will cause havoc for them. No, we'll be on our best behavior.
no, please. Please do.
But as always, thank you very much for all the subs this evening. Thank you very much for all the follows. It's been an absolute pleasure. And as always, we will see you, well, these lot will, next Tuesday. Adios, motherfuckers!
Oh,
I can't find the outro button. Where's the outro
It's
button?
there.
Keep waving. Keep waving. Keep waving.
This is just becoming
Don't
all.
stop yet.
VTUK.